Houston Real Estate Radio starts right now.
Welcome back to Houston Real Estate Radio. I'm your host, Shannon Register.
And I'm James Brown. Next week, on the 26th, is the Houston Modern Home Tour. And we're here on the line with Ken Shallcross and Ingrid Spencer from the Houston Home Tour, who are going to tell us a little bit about it.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Now, how did you select the homes that get on the home tour?
Well, you know, it's a little bit of a two-way street with selecting the homes. Of course, I have my favorite architects in Houston, and I'd love to be able to just knock it down the list, you know, go to them all and say, will you put a home on the tour? But there are people that live in those homes, so it's kind of a dual thing. We've got the architects we love, they have houses they've designed, and the homeowners are involved as well. So we try to work it all out so that everybody's happy and everybody's involved, and that's how it works.
Now, when you say modern, are you talking about modern as in new construction or modern as in architectural modern?
Definitely modern as in architectural modern. And there's some criteria we look for, but we try to keep an open mind about what modern means. We're looking at, you know, people that live with a modern lifestyle and embrace new technologies and sustainability. So there's kind of a crossover. But modern architecture is what we're interested in.
Are the homes all new?
They're definitely not all new, and that's what makes this tour different. You know, there are a lot of home tours out there. But we try to distinguish the modern home tour by having a range so people can really get a varied experience. So even one of the homes on this tour, it's a 1926 house that's been renovated and added to and updated. And it's really made into a modern masterpiece, but keeps the bones of the original architectural plans.
Who are some of your favorite architects in the Houston area?
Oh, my gosh. There are many, and happily we have some of them on this tour this time. I really love Strasser Ragni. I love what they do with simplicity and clean lines. It's very understated. So we have actually two houses on the tour from them.
And these homes on the tour, are they close in proximity? Or are they all spread out around Houston?
They are in different neighborhoods, but one of the important things about having a one-day Saturday event is that everyone's driving from house to house. Mm-hmm. So they've got to be able to get from one to the other in a day. So 7 houses in one day, it's a long day, but you can do it because we've made sure that there's a route. You know, you kind of map it out and can see them all in a day.
Now, you said that some of the houses were already owned and the homeowners had to be, you know, you had to work with the homeowners to get the tour arranged. Are any of the houses for sale?
Let's see. You know, I'm not sure actually.
I think on this one there are not any for sale.
Okay.
We do allow homes that are for sale to be. They're basically kind of sponsored and put up by the real estate agents, but what we really try to separate is the fact that we don't want this to be a day of open house. It's kind of more of a day of exploration to see how people are living in these really modern homes. We do allow, homes that are for sale, but I believe on this tour we don't have any.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, the goal is that this is an architectural tour, so the architects are kind of at the forefront, not the real estate agents for this tour.
Right.
Yeah, I like to kind of call it it's sort of a citywide, day-long gallery of work for the architects.
So it's more of a way to kind of showcase the different architects around Houston and how people are living in these various homes.
Right. It's very hard
Absolutely.
for an architect to, you take a sculptor can put a bunch of sculptings in one room, but an architect can't take a bunch of buildings and put them on in one area for you to look at. So this is sort of our way of saying, hey, we're going to have a citywide gallery of work for architects.
How did you guys get started? This is really fascinating. How did you guys get started with the idea of putting these homes on tour?
Well, the tour began in Austin 4 years ago, and I was asked to come on board because they kind of needed someone to say yes or no to the houses that were, that wanted to be on the tour.
Mm-hmm.
And then it became this curated thing, and in Austin now, it's a huge deal every year. So the event planners who put the tour together, they were like, why don't we take this on the road? People love modern architecture and residential. So we took it on the road, and in 2012, we did like 19 tours across the country.
Wow. What other cities are you in?
We went everywhere, and it was such a surprising, interesting journey for me I love modern architecture, and just going to different cities. We went to Fayetteville, Arkansas. It was an amazing tour. We went to, San Diego. We went to Chicago, all over the place. And you can see on our website, modernhometours.com, you can see all the different tours that we've done. And
how many years have you been doing it here in Houston?
This is our third tour, and we did Houston in 2011, summer of 2011, spring of 2012, and now we're making it the first stop on our spring tour of 2013.
Very good.
I love this idea of showcasing the greatest modern residential architecture in the U.S. and just showing off these great pieces of design. And what a great tour. I just think it just sounds like so much fun. I've never done it, and definitely something that I want to do. And I would think that each city is so different. The designs from city to city are very different. It's very interesting.
Definitely. And, a lot of that has to do with the climate. A lot of that has to do with just the way modernism found its way across the country in these different places.
Yeah.
When you go to a tour in Venice, California, there's like amazing modern, and it's California modern.
Mm-hmm.
But in Houston, you have to deal with the climate and various products that are available. Like in California, you've got the views of the ocean and things like that. So it's interesting to see how the cities differ in their treatment of residential when it comes to modern.
Are you seeing any trends in Houston that are unique and anything that we should be looking for on the tour?
Well, Houston in particular. I've been doing some other work in Houston as far as writing about architecture. You've got that amazing stadium, the BBVA Compass Soccer Stadium, which is bringing you guys forward all the time. You're always on the forefront. And you guys have fabricators in Houston. I didn't know this until I did the research for the tours last year. Apparently, Houston is one of the top fabrication cities in the country.
As far as building materials?
Yeah, so if you want interesting metal, steel, other things like that, Houston's the place to be.
We're going to have to run to a commercial break, but we'll have you right back after this commercial break. Give us a call at 281-882-8088 if you have a real estate question. James and I'll be happy to answer that for you here on Houston Real Estate Radio.